Man, it's been a while since I've been on this podcast. It's been a whirlwind. This year has been just crazy busy. A lot of positive vibes, a lot of negative vibes, but somehow, you know, I'm making it through, and I'm very blessed for, and I thank God every day for that. So how so how have you guys been? Everyone been doing well? Everybody, getting ready for that holiday rush. Uh, let me tell you, let me tell you guys something. I'm the second oldest of seven, and Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day are pretty big in our family. We take things a little seriously. It's like our living room's decorated, but we have our lights finally up. They look great. It's just I'm overly excited just because this is my favorite time of the year, and especially this is also my favorite time of year where calories do not count. I've been saving my calorie eating for Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and day after New Year's Day. So that's my calorie eating intake. I mean, plus, all things are off the table when that homemade fudge is done. Mm-mm. Y'all are missing out on my mom's fudge. It's superb. But anyway, so I sincerely hope everyone's doing well out there, and you guys are enjoying your life. You're, just loving it, living your life. And if you're not enjoying your life, and that's okay. We all go through our funks, our struggles, and our hardships. And trust me, I'm right there with you. So, just take it one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. Just one day at a time, whatever. You can do it. I got faith in you. Hang in there. So what was I talking about the last time I was on here? I honestly can't remember. So let's backtrack a little bit. And so before I could do this, there's a couple things. I just want to give a quick shout out to my friend Royce Eddings. He has a YouTube channel called Royce in the House, where he does vinyl unboxing. He does just he has amazing stories. I interviewed him on one of my episodes on this podcast, so check it out on my YouTube or on my on my YouTube channel. It's not a Buzzsprout because Buzzsprout decided to delete it, but that's right. That's what YouTube's for. So check it out on my YouTube channel, Caitlin Stoddard, Caitlin, but Caitlin is just capitalized straight up. So check that out. And of course, what I also like about Royce's channel is that doesn't only do that, the vinyl unboxing and such. He does like little mini vlogs. So I mean, he did this beautiful vlog on Tuesday about a very cute beach town in California, and and I'm a California born gal who just so happens to live in northern Colorado now, and man, I miss it. My home city is San Diego, and I miss it much, but I don't have any reason to move back. But just seeing, some of Royce's mini vlogs, really just make me smile. Reminiscing. So I like to go back someday, whenever that is. So anyway, again, the YouTube channel is called Royce in the House. He's on Sunday nights, 7:30 Pacific time, 8:30 my time. And last Sunday, I was a host. I was a co-host, so I pop on there every now and then. So he'll usually just ask me to pop up. So I do. Again, it's 7:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Mountain time on Sundays on YouTube. Now, also, but other than that, it's been quiet. So I guess I'll backtrack a little bit. So now I remember what I'm going to tell you guys. Whew, wake up, Caitlin. Whew. No, I've been a little slow at this. So there's a focus to the show, a little bit different. But before I do that, I want to say that I'm gonna backtrack to where I left off. So as you know, January of this year, I had my left knee replaced, and which by the way, my left knee is just awesome. And then July 9th, See, this is how rusty I am. Bear with me. July 9th, I had my right knee replaced, and that's recovering well. I think the only thing that's still bothering me is the stiffness in my knees. And it's because of the tendons. The tendons are still recovering, and I haven't fully walked in 3 years. So every little improvement I make is a huge deal for me. So yeah, but I'm loving my knees. I'm loving being bionic woman, and unfortunately, I'm not done yet. And so when my knees got replaced, I have a form of arthritis, which for the life of me I cannot spell out. But it's the type of arthritis that attacks the larger joints in your body, and it's genetic. And I'm adopted, so I absolutely have no medical history of my birth parents. I don't know whose side I had it. I don't even know if my birth sisters have it. So yeah, that's where. But I accepted it for what it is, and that's okay. But as soon as I got my knees replaced, it started attacking my elbows, and my elbows, according to my rheumatologist, my elbows are just full bone and bone now, and it can be downright painful, but it's not as bad as that crippling pain before I had my knees replaced. That was just awful. I do not wish that on anybody. That is just awful, awful, awful. And then, of course, and somehow I tore my tendons in my left shoulder, so and the arthritis take over my left shoulder, so I'm guessing I'm not done being bionic yet, and that's okay. So be it. So be it. It is what it is. Let's see what else. Let's see. About 2 weeks before Halloween, I actually caught COVID. Yeah, I caught COVID. My sister Bree brought home from work, and she didn't isolate. We tried to keep our distance, but we all caught it. My siblings and I caught it. So that was a not so joyous experience, but I was very blessed. I'm very blessed that I was able to recover from home. But I tell you what, Paul Stallion from Kiss said the mouse substance can kick your butt. He was kidding. Oh my gosh. I figure I had it because it's like I used to have like chronic fatigue, and then I don't know, it's like this was like maybe like 3 days after getting my second vaccine vaccine shot, and then all of a sudden it's probably like this giant training fatigue just whoosh, just like head on collision, and so I got tested. It was positive, and that's where all the symptoms kicked in, and I had like the cough, the mixed nasal. I don't say nasal discharge for sure. I mean that was just gross. I'm not sharing the details. And then I had like nose congestion nonstop, and it was just awful. I was dizzy, and then I lost my taste and smell, and that was funky. I couldn't taste the Halloween candy, so I did lose a couple pounds for that. So I guess my Snickers and Reese's had to wait. But on the bright side, I had good excuse to watch TV for a good couple hours. I watched Netflix or whatever. But I got better, and then I found out that I was eligible for antibody fusion because I have a weak immune system due to my medication I'm on. So I got that, and within a week and a half later, I was back on my feet. So that's great. And then from there, that's about it, really. I mean, okay, I'll also say that I got to see one of my favorite artists, Toby Mac. Hi, Toby. At our Stampede, I was in a wheelchair, but I got to see him, and somehow just because I was in a wheelchair, I got to go up front. Priceless. Yeah, I was letting off a lot of steam that night. I mean, my dog had a 72-hour stomach bug, and that's just one, to get rid of the stress, just get rid of everything. And yeah, so but that helped immensely. Yeah, I felt better the next day too. So now backtracking well, actually going forward to now, nothing much. My days are better. I'm back in my workspace, back in my own area, and it's nice. Not to finally be in a place where I can't hear the dogs barking or people interrupting me or people saying goodnight or whatever. So this is nice. I like it. So enough about me. I'm gonna focus on what the topic is tonight. So the topic is tonight. It's about a band, a band that I grew up listening to while I was a well, quote unquote innocent kid, child. If you all met my parents, they'll give you stories. Believe me, they have a lot of stories. And so, excuse me, I had to get some drink of water. So, this band was probably one of the, no, actually, it's one of the reasons why I became a music journalist and what I'm doing. And one of the inspirations, there are many artists and bands that have inspired me to do this, but they're just one of them. And they're one of the starting points, too. And before I say who I'm talking about, I just want to point out this band that means a lot to me because I felt like they were more of my friends than just a band. Even though I don't know them personally, never have, but I felt like I did. So, but anyway, so three members have all passed away. Man, this is hard. Ugh, tugs at my heart. I tell you, it's not easy being a music fan, ugh, especially with bands you grew up listening to and respect and you love and adore. Ugh. And recently, one of the other members just died from natural causes, and there's only one left. And but shout out to him. And if you guys already figure out who I'm talking about, great. If you don't, stick with me here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I want you guys to go like clap. The just two times, right? Clap. I'm gonna do it with you, even though my shoulder hurts. I'm gonna do it because I love this band. So let's go, right? One, two, one, two. Here we go. Here we come, walking down the street. We got the funniest love song with everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down. Do. I tell you what, I'm gonna stop singing right there. That's you could I could go on forever singing that song, but I'm just yeah, it's the monkeys. I tell you what, oh man, this band is just amazing. I'm like, these guys are just amazing. What can I say? Well, first off, well, I want to say that I just want to give a shout out to Mickey Doles because I know it's heartbreaking with Mike Neesmith recent passing, and it broke me. I just want you to know it broke my heart too. My thoughts and prayers are with you, and I wish you nothing but the best. And if you have anything, just reach out. I have a big heart. I love helping people, so reach out. And anyways, if you're listening, enjoy the show. I'll try not to embarrass you. I'm trying not to. Oh, geez, I'm trying hard not to embarrass myself, but of course, a little too late for that. So, yeah. So Mike Neesmith died not too long ago, and then yeah, I cried hard. I mean, I absolutely tears were just rolling down my face. And of course, when Peter Tork died and Davy Jones died, tears rolled down my face as well. I mean, yes, I was crying because they were part of what I'm doing. I for some who don't know, I am a music journalist. I review metal music album reviews, which by the way, and speaking of metal, I don't know how people listen to death metal. If anybody who likes death metal, please comment on my explain to me on my comments on my YouTube page as to why you like death metal, because I can't understand it for the life of me. But if you like it, more power to you. I support you. Not my shindig, but there's some good, good songs in death metal. So anyway, and the monkeys, it's just to me, they felt like more of a friend. Friends. It's like I've never known them personally, but man, they felt like they were my friends. And the reason I felt like that is because when I was a young, quote unquote, innocent child, I used to get bullied a lot. I mean, a lot. I mean, this isn't like sibling bullying. I mean, at the time it was just my eldest brother and I, and yeah, he would bully me, but that's just a sibling thing. But no, this is like people make fun of me because I was the tallest person in class. People make fun of me because I was okay, well, overweight while I was younger. People making fun of me because I was different, or people making fun of me because of my learning disability. It's like I had teachers who either were just so hard on me. It felt like I was alone. I always felt alone. And I never made a lot of friends. I had some friends, but they were a hit or miss. I had some childhood friends I still talk to, but but they're more like family. But like when I'm talking about friends, yeah, it was not easy. And so, but I would come home, just happy to go home, turn on the TV. Here we come. And so and I just felt like they were my friends. They're goofy, they're funny, righteous music. Yeah, it's so righteous, by the way. And it's just, and of course, they were my only friends. Not just the monkeys. I mean, Mr. Rogers was my friend. Uh, the Brady Bunch was my friend. Marsha. My friends, and so but it's just like, what are you doing alone? What do you do? You're not being friends with your parents don't understand you. So it's just like, so anyway, in some ways the monkeys were like my friends, and it felt like it was cool seeing from TV. And then what was really cool was that it got even better was that we left California and then we moved here to northern Colorado like in '93. So I've been here for a while. And the monkeys came to our stampede, and I have a scrapbook right here. They came to our stampede June 24th, 2001. And I felt like I got to see some awesome friends that night. I was singing my little heart out. And it's just, my dad was with me at the time, but I just felt like I just saw some of my friends. They're just up there singing. They're out there singing. Last train to Clarksville. I believe if I remember correctly, I believe they opened up with Last Train to Clarksville. I really do. I think they closed it off with Daydream Believer, but before Daydream Believer, it was the and of course, when Davy Jones does, "Girl, look what you've done to me and my whole world." Okay, I need to stop. I can carry away with that song. I love that song. It's a good song. And so oh geez, I remember practically the whole performance. And so in some ways, the monkeys were like my friends. It's like I knew I could count on to make me laugh. And he's same thing goes to Mr. Rogers. I felt like he understood me more than my parents. I hang out with the goofy monkeys, and I go to an understanding friend who is Mr. Rogers. Won't you be? Hello, neighbor. Hi. Yeah. So now back to the monkeys. So, geez, it's so cool what they've done. In my eyes, I think they were just chasing their dreams. I really do. It's like all of them had experience in music. All of them had, I think it was Mickey and Davey that had experience in Broadway. I could be wrong. Mickey Dolis, if you're listening, please correct me on that. And because I want to be respectful and true, so please correct me on that if you are listening. And so it's cool though. It's just fun to watch. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here reminiscing. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to chase a dream, and sometimes it's just nice to backtrack to where it just all started. It started with the monkeys, and I can tell you what. It's just their show is hilarious. Their humor, their songs, the storyline, everything was just superb. Of course, when Davy Jones won the Brave Bunch, that was a good one. And you know what's really sad though that I'm really bummed about? I want to bring this up. Okay, this is related to Davy Jones, and I'm really bummed about is that I I have Hulu Live, and they have the Brave Bunch on there. I went to look for the Davy Jones episode. They don't have it. So this means I have to go to a catalog just to order all the Brady Bunch episodes just to get that Davy Jones one. Oh, I will. Watch me. Shame on you, Hulu. Put that back on. Shame on you. There's some of us who can't reach to that stuff yet. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, but it's amazing. It's like how these guys really reached out to so many generations. I'm like from 60s to 70s to 80s to 90s to, well, 2000, whatever we call that decade, like millennium, I think. Yeah, I would think so. To 2001, me. And I was just very humble and blessed. And I'm looking at the clipping right now. I tell you what, it's just awesome. This picture of Davy on the left side, he's wearing a white shirt and he's singing. And there's Peter with his guitar. It's just, that's his mic. That's like that headset you can sing into, like the Backstreet Boys used to do. Yeah, that's what he has. And then there's Mickey Dolenz, on the right, playing his guitar. And I really think they were singing Last Train to Clarksville because that's what they opened up with. And I swear, look at that at this picture right now. I could swear that's what that they were performing. But that concert rocked my world. Oh, but they never came back. That was the only time, but I got lucky. And I'm very blessed to see my friends. Of course, we have friends, sometimes they leave, sometimes they come back, and unfortunately some don't. And so when Davy died, ugh, that punched me in the gut. And I was, I wasn't even in community college yet. I was still figuring things out. I was just a young adult. Also, I'm 38 now, so you all do the math. Those who know me, I still get math, so you guys can do the math. And then when Peter died, I was at the University of Northern Colorado copying things, and then things from a journalism class, and then I heard about Neesmith. Obviously, you're just working on stuff. I work from home, just because of my conditions, and it's damn it too, but it's just best for me right now to be doing that. And of course, with Tori's death, that punch in the stomach, just a punch in the stomach and smack in the face with Neesmith. But it's hard. It's hard watching, not just watching people you enjoy listening to just go away. But at the same time, you should be thankful because we're lucky enough to be living in a time where we lived in a time where we actually got to see him live and really get to experience what people are talking about. And it's just, I'm sorry, I'm still lost for words. Ugh, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to cry. No, seriously, I'm not gonna stop. I want to cry right now, but I'm not going to. I will not cry. I will not cry. I will not. I'm not making this up either. I am. But anyway, back to like the generational thing. It's just really amazing. I mean, it's like the monkeys even made to Nickelodeon and all that, and that was wild. I remember seeing that, and Boy Meets World. That was awesome. Mickey Dolenz, I think, believe it or not, I believe Mickey Dolenz directed that. And Mickey, if you're listening, please let me know if I got that right too. And that was great. Oh my gosh. It's like, when you watch, those TV shows and there's that one character as like a fly, you just want to go smack, and that's what I felt David Jones's character. I'm like, yeah, I was like, I can see him spike going, I just want to go, like, oh, what? Oh, excuse me. It happens when you get too excited. But you know, um, that's great, and and Peter is just Peter. He's hilarious. And if I see you down my street, I'll shoot you. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I can actually see my dad saying that to any future men that that will that come into our lives, which I hope not, but I can actually see my dad doing that. But anyway, but it's cool. It just shows you like how generational the band was. I'm like, they were able to reach a lot of generations, and although a lot of my friends got autographs at Stampede, I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine, I guess. I don't know, maybe, but whatever. I got to see him live. That's all I can ask for. So, but and it was great. My favorite memory from that concert. Oh gosh, what was it? I never remember. I think it was in the band. Well, no, it was Peter, Davey, Mickey, and they also had the other band members with them. And there was a saxophonist named Sam. I think that's her name was Sam, and she played the saxophone. So during the show, everybody's being goofy on the stage, which is great. It never gets old. I mean, the other day I was on YouTube watching them being goofy. It's just never gets old. And they were just goofing off. And then Davy Jones has had this bright idea of playing the saxophone. So he gets the saxophone. It's time for Sam to play saxophone. He grabs the saxophone and he starts to act like he's actually playing it. He's like on stage, just like he's playing it. It's creating sound, and then all of a sudden, Peter goes right behind him, goes right behind Davy, and Peter taps his shoulder. Davy stops, and Peter reaches over and takes the mouthpiece off the saxophone, and then asks Davy, "What is this?" It was funny. Exactly. I remember like Peter talking, just taking like the mouthpiece off the saxophone. And he said this, yeah, he took it off. Davy, and got Davy to stop real quick. Takes the mouthpiece off. Actually, it wasn't. Man, now I remember. So Davy was playing, and the thing was that Peter tapped his shoulder and actually went over him. Now I remember clearly. Bear with me, people. I'm reminiscing here, so bear with me. And so now I remember he was playing saxophone, and I think and Peter went up to Davy and tapped his shoulder, and Davy was trying to hide the saxophone away from him by turning his body, but it was just a little too late because Peter saw the mouthpiece, and he actually took off the mouthpiece of the saxophone, looks at David and goes, "What is this?" Oh my gosh, that was funny. That was and of course, and Davey, he's like, yeah, that looked like, whatever, I try. He's like, I try. That was a good memory. I'm not making this up either. And then I have pretty good memories from a lot of concerts I've been to, and then oh gosh, there's one where, oh man, I don't remember the conversation Mickey, Peter, Davey were having, but I do remember Peter's saying, if you know what was it? If you don't like us, yeah, okay. I think it's like on this, I could be wrong. If Peter was alive, you could tell me. But Mickey, if you know what I'm talking about, please correct me, please. And because I know I'm making a fool of myself regardless. I don't care because y'all can't see me, so we're good. And so, and what was Angle say again? And Peter goes, yeah, if you don't like us, then eat dirt. It tastes good with milk. I'm like, of course, I was young at the time. I went like, yuck. But now I'm just like laughing, I'm just, it's just great sense of humor. They all had sense of humor. It was such a fun concert. It's great. What? Watching, some of their solo tours, I tell you, it's awesome. I never got to see David Jones on a solo tour. Never. Hashtag sad. That's okay. We got YouTube. And so, being the nosy journalist as I am, I looked it up, and he did. There's a clip on YouTube. You go look it for yourself. called Girl, Davy Jones at Epcot 2011. Yeah, 2010, excuse me. Davy Jones, Girl, Davy Jones at Epcot 2010. And he's making these jokes. And I'm just like sitting here just laughing and laughing. And there's one that caught me and it just cracked me up. I just want to share with you. And I'm not sharing the Beatles joke, even though that was a good one. Oh, the Beatles jokes are classic. I don't know what I want to sing. I don't know. I want to. I want to. The Fisher buying. I want to. I don't want to because I have Facebook friends, which by the way, hi, who are Beatles fans, and oh my god. Wait, okay, so okay, I'll tell you after I tell you this. I can't stop laughing at it. I'm laughing like a stupid person. Okay, so David Jones says this. He goes, well, if you didn't like our shows, just tell him you saw David Cassidy. Whatever. I could take him. I could beat him. I just hear him just say like, like our shows. If you know like our shows, just tell him you saw David Cassidy. I'm like, bingo. And just sitting back on when he said that, I'm like, yeah, I get that. And mine, it's like there's something with David Cassidy. It just wasn't my forte to begin with. But there's one song by David Cassidy I like. I think I love you. Someone that's so afraid. That's like the only song I like by him. Other than that, hashtag Team Davy. And then, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna say the Beatles joke, but I'm gonna say it. Okay. He goes, and Ringo needs a little help with depends. That's right. I need a little help for my friends. Ringo needs help with depends. Davey said this. I'm not making it up. It's on the clip. You just go to girl dash Davy Jones at Epcot 2010. Oh my gosh. We will help you. Oh my goodness. I'm not okay. Shut up, Caitlin. All right, so so it's just like Peter had his sense of humor too, and of course he'll eat there. But there was a couple other funny things I like about him too. And his humor is great. And I think it's what actually going to be one of my favorite monkeys. I mean, I'll pretty much like go with the fan base and say Davy Jones, but Peter's up there too. No offense, Vicky. Like YouTube recipes, bro. But but I really like the different characteristics they had. They all were all different individuals as musicians, as actors. It's just fun to watch. It's something I really admired. And that's why I think it's what made him goofy at the same time. They had that humor. And it's just impeccable humor, and it's just this righteous stuff. It was real cool about Mike Neesmith that he wrote a couple of monkey songs, and oh my gosh, they're just fabulous. And I think my favorite monkey song was I'm gonna butcher the name. I need to have to look it up. Cheating. The hang on a second. So it's one of my favorite songs by him. That's one thing I dedicated him. There it is. And one thing that I dedicated him on my Facebook page when he died. Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite songs by him. With he's been singing is Papa Jean's Blues. Don't worry. Oh, well, here's the lyric. Oh, here's the lyrics. Here you go. Boom. No heartaches felt no longer lonely nights of when he finally won the happiness that's all rolled up in you. And now with you as inspiration, I look toward a destination sunny, bright that once before was blue. I have no more than I did before, but now I've got all that I need. For I love you and I know you love me. So take my hand, I'll start my journey, free from all the helpless worries, the business of a man when he's alone. For strength is mine when we're together. With you, I'll know I'll never have to pass the high road for the low. I have no more than I did before, but now I've got all that I need. For I love you and I know you love me. Yes, I love you and I know you love me. Yeehaw! And that's actually one of my favorite songs because partially because I really like the musical structure of it. I just like the sound of the instrumentation, and of course, Neesmith's vocals were just so swagger and it's such a good. It's one of my personal favorites. And while I'm here, one of my other favorite Monkey songs, um, man, there's so many of them. I was listening to one the other day called Shades of Grey, and it really had me reminiscent of my childhood. And and I'll tell you what, only shades of gray. It was easy meant to know right from wrong. Easy know the weak from strong. How a man should stand and fight, or just move along. But today there is no day or night. Today there is no dark or white. Today there is no black or white. Only shades of gray. Yeah, I know butchered it, but it's actually one of my favorite songs by them because it's just had me reminiscent. There's always, I think, along the way around this journey, we all find songs that have us reminisce of our childhood to where we are now, and now we're older, somewhat wiser. You know, never too old to learn. I mean, I went to school as an older student, so I was the only one who was doing it, which made things even more awesome. So, and yeah, and so it's just Shades of Grey. It's one of my favorite ones because it has me reminiscent about my childhood. And then there's Daydream Believer. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not gonna go there because I know I'm gonna be singing it. I'll be grabbing my microphone and singing it. Ugh, make more of a silly personality, but if you guys catch me on my good day, you could probably catch me dancing in the kitchen singing to it on a good day. And then what else? I'm trying to think. Of course, girls up there. Then you got uh the Valerie's also one of my favorite songs by the Monkees. My mom loves that song. Just a whole bunch of them. But I'll tell you what, though, going back and listening to these or monkey albums, or monkey music, I shall say. I only have one Monkeys record that I can't get to right now, but it was the first record I actually bought for my record collection. I found it at a thrift store, and I don't know if it's original press or not. I just can't get to it because of my bad shoulder and bad elbows. But I grew up listening to them, and that was my first record by him. Excuse me, that was my first record by him, and I found it I remember in the thrift store, I saw it, on the rack, and I said, "Who in the world will let this go? Like, I'm taking you home." So yeah, so it's fact, Monkey's Grace Hits record. It's like a turquoise color album cover. That was my first record, and I'll tell you what, there's something I regret too. You know, here we have like a thrift store called Goodwill. I mean, maybe some of you have, maybe some haven't, but I know there are a lot of thrift stores all over this country. And we used to have a Goodwill down in downtown Greeley, and I regret this so much. And my mom said no to this, and I regret it so much. I should have just snuck it into the cart. But the Goodwill, before it closed down, this before it closed down years ago, had every single Monkeys record on the shelf. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like the first one, second one, the third one, the fourth one. I'm like, I'm literally like, who would let this collection go? That's insane. That's just nuts. That's great stuff. And if you guys have that in your record collection, kudos. Kudos and how much you want for it. I'm serious. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll work my way up there one of these days. Chasing dreams, isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Well, I'll get there. Everybody's no shame in starting to follow the tone pool. And so anyway, and so yeah, so the Monkeys album Greatest Hit was my first one. And I regret not picking up that Monkeys collection at that Goodwill in downtown Greeley. But I'll tell you, we have an antique store in downtown Greeley, and every time I go over there, I go down through their basement and look through those records, hoping I'll find something good. I found the Elvis one, but apparently Elvis, somebody took the record and left the cover. Not cool. Not cool at all. That was not nice. It was a good one too. I think it was like a single for Teddy Bear. You were like Teddy Bear, ba 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 ba. But anyway, but yeah, but there's some cool vintage stuff there, and there's one day I'm just hoping there's like more monkey stuff that'll pop up in the on the shelves with the records, and that'll be awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Make it go get as much monkeys albums as possible. But of course, these days for me right now, it's hard to play my record player because it's broken right now. Yes, my beloved Crosby record player is broken, so I can't play Monkeys music. I can't play Kiss music. I can't play Toby Mac music, and I can't play any kind of music. That sucks. And I'm out of money right now because it's Christmas. I'm single 7, so people have need gifts. So yeah, I have to do that and pay my cell phone bill. So girls gotta do what girls gotta do. But that's all right. I'll figure it out one day. I'll figure it out. I miss it though. I must play my records. So hopefully I can get my record collection back and working my collection. The record player working again. It'll happen. It takes time for good things to happen. Now, so there's a Monkeys album I really want to focus on. It's called Good Times. And let me tell you something about it. That is such a good album. Such a great album. I mean, it was just beautifully done, and I just absolutely loved it because they just the vocal arrangements were just superb, especially on the songs "Me" and "Magdalena." Oh my gosh, what a song on good time on that record! Oh my god, "Me and Magdalena." And but there's one particular song. Actually, there are two particular songs that caught my attention, and one of them was "I Know What I Know." And what I like about "I Know What I Know" is that it's a song that Mike Nesmith performed by himself. Dun, 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 dun. And here's the lyrics right here. Bum, 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 bum. I know what I know, and what I know is I know nothing without you. I know what I see, and what I see is I see nothing without you. Alone I am with waiting heart. Alone I am, a world apart. I know what I have, and what I have is I have nothing without you. I know what I feel, and what I feel is I feel nothing without you. unspoken words. Alone I am, unseen, unheard. My heart is my heart, and it's my heart that is hopeless without you. I love what I love, and what I love is I love all things about you. Someone alone always dreams of the perfect one. Someone in love. I know what I know. I see what I see. I love what I love. It's you that I love. Such beautiful lyrics. So again, this song is on the Monkeys 2016 album Good Times, and songwriter is by Neesmith, and he sings this song. It's just he has a beautiful voice. I really like the style of his voice. He was it's like he wrote songs terrifically, and the song I Know What I Know is just beautifully written, and his voice just you can just feel the passion that and the enchantment he has towards that person. It's just beautiful. Just I could go on forever. Of course, there's a David Jones song on here too. They did. I'm looking it up right now for y'all. I can't remember. I know it's somewhere in there. It's like an old recording of David Jones, which I really like personally, and it's really good. I'm gonna look it up here really quick, guys. But I liked it, and it was just it touched my heart, and it just reminded me of how talented David was as a performer, and how much he really did have fun doing what he was doing. And well, shoot, 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 shoot. Well, I find that song. I'll look it up. I think it's "Love to Love." I think it's called "Love to Love." I think it is. Oh, it's something. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember it. Ugh. No, I'll look it up some other time. And when I do, I'll report back to you guys. But it's really good. But it was like a recording from one of his early performances and solo performances, and it was just so beautiful. And the Good Times record is so good. And of course, before Neesmith passed away, Mickey and Neesmith, did tour together. And I was watching some of the footage on YouTube, and it was well done. I mean, everything was just put together so beautifully, so well, and made me feel like I was there. And of course, you know, hearing all the monkey songs, I'm singing my little heart out when I should be doing like work stuff, like whoops. And speaking of Mickey, which I find pretty cool, is that he actually just dropped he has a record out right now. It's on Spotify, and it's 13 songs. It's on Spotify. The album's called Dolan Sings Nesmith. So so it's like songs that Nesmith wrote and Mickey singing it. So I'm actually gonna probably play it maybe sometime this weekend. I don't know about tomorrow though because it's my sister's birthday, but definitely I'm gonna check that out. And also, on Spotify, there's also one that I'm really curious about. Is the album King for the Day and Remember. I'm gonna listen to those, and just to hear him sing. And he's a great He's a great performer. I have a lot of respect for him, and see him play out the Fear of the Stampede was just awesome. It was an honor. It was an honor to see all three of them. It was even more of an honor just to grow up listening to all four of them. Even it's also an honor to call them my friends, even though I don't know them personally. They are my friends. And lose your friends, just stink. It does, but you know how it goes. This life. We don't get to say whose days it goes. That's just the way it is. So and Ah, that good time song. David Jones song's bugging the living daylights out of me. If I didn't break my iPod, I could tell you. I could tell you what it was. Maybe it's on Spotify. Let's look at Spotify. See what's going on here. But and but anyway, that Good Times record is probably one of the best ones yet. So and the theme song. Okay, it's on Spotify. Here we go. Well, I know I'm listening to. Oh, I think it's Love to. No. Well, oh well, I don't know. It's on there. I'll just have to go through it sometime. God, it's on the tip of the tongue. I swear, I'm not making this up either, guys. I'm like, but no, it's not. I'll get there. But Neesmith's voice is just beautiful song. I know what I know. I know what I know. Well, so the monkeys. Again, they just found their way through. It's like just when you think, like there's like a period of time I think where MTV was taking over, they kind of just faded away, but they came back, and I'm glad they did because it really just showed that how much people love them. Little kids love them, teenagers love them. You know, the almost 39-year-old me loves them and always will. But to me, they're my friends, and I lost three of them, and I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Well, that's okay though. The good thing is that we all should be lucky we got to live in a time where the monkeys actually existed. And we got to witness them or hear them and see them on the TV show. You could see their live appearances on TV, or like me, see them in person. And yeah, and it's just their legacy lives on, and that's something we all should cherish. Just remember them for what they do and how great they are. Because I know off stage too, I know I've heard some pretty good stuff about them as well. So that's great. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap this up. It is 12:37 a.m. Colorado time. So before I go, I just want to give a shout out to Mickey Doles. Hey Mickey, I just want to say, I know I gave you a shout out earlier, but I just want to say thank you for being an inspiration. You and the rest of the monkeys for being an inspiration for what I'm doing, and thanks for making me laugh, and just thank you guys for making me laugh and making me sing my little heart out and embarrass my dad at the Greeley Stampede. I was geez, when you guys came to the Greeley Stampede in 2001, that was a great show. And you guys did great. Oh man, good times indeed. And anyway, yeah, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wish you peace, and my positive prayers are with you. And yeah, and and I know I love your new album. I know I will. You're a dynamic performer, so and so I can't wait to hear it. So anyway, stay safe out there. Take care of yourself, and yeah, and reach out if you need anything. I have a big heart, so yeah. So keep it real, and thanks again for everything. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So all right, well I'm heading out. I'm tired. I'm tired, and about 12:39, 12:40. I'm gonna try to get to this thing called sleep. I hear it's nice, but yeah. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and I'm back. Oh, so what? So 1 week from today is actually Christmas. So what I'm going to do, plans to get another show up and run before Christmas Eve because I'm gonna be bat out of hell. I can guarantee it. It's gonna be bat out of hell. And so, excuse me. And so, yeah. So I'm gonna be cooking. We have cooking and praying that people get along. Don't I do not want to give you guys glory details, but if you feel my pain, more power to you. So anyway, so that's where I'm gonna be. Plus, we watch a Christmas movie. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, uh, Polar Express, and Christmas Story. traditional movies. I already watched a very brave Christmas. I still have to watch my Christmas TV show episode, so I'll do that. Yeah. Other than that, I would say safe, stay healthy because I know there's a new variant going around. So stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys sometime before Christmas Eve. So take care. Bye.